Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about comfort food. Yum. What does that make you think of? Does that make you think of mac and cheese or mashed potatoes? I think that's kind of the norm of what we think of. For me, it's cake, chocolate, sugar's my go-to thing. That's my self-medication tool. But regardless of what it is for you, obviously, it's something that we don't want to indulge in too often or overindulge in, but it's something that I think is kind of necessary sometimes. And it can come in all different degrees. It doesn't mean that we're going to sit down and stuff our faces until we feel ready to explode. It could be something that we just need a little something to make us feel better in the moment, to kind of get us through whatever we're going through. And a lot of times during the winter, our bodies are craving that kind of food because it's colder and we naturally need to put on some fat to protect us and keep us warm. So you might find yourself craving these things when the weather is colder, and that's natural. So don't feel like you have to keep eating salads all the time. If it's cold, that's not what your body wants. Sometimes it needs that kind of food literally to be comfortable by being warm enough. But I'm talking more today about the emotional aspect of comfort food. And I want to share with you a little story that just happened to me recently that kind of demonstrates how a little comfort can go a long way. My husband and I went on a trip to Palm Springs, one of our favorite places, a few weeks ago. And I got into a mood. Something small happened right before we left to hit the road. And I got myself into a mood. He didn't do anything. It was me. I just, ladies, you know how that is sometimes. So I was very aware of my mood the whole drive there. And I just didn't feel like talking. And I was thinking to myself, like, I am feeling so heavy in my emotions right now. And I know I'm in such a negative place right now, and I don't want to stay here, and I don't want to keep attracting negative things because of this negative energy that I'm kind of swimming in at the moment. But there are times when you just can't bring yourself out of it. And that's okay. At those times, you kind of just need to be with it and be like, okay, this is where I am. It's only temporary. I just did a video on that, whether you've seen it or not. And you just have to do your best and be as kind to yourself as you can. So we arrive in Palm Springs, and I'm hungry at this point. And so we go to our favorite deli for lunch. And what I usually get was actually aligned with the way I was trying to eat at that point. I'm trying to be a little healthier and try something different where I'm eating mostly healthy proteins and vegetables and healthy fats, like coconut oil and avocados and that kind of thing. And so that's what I usually get there. I usually get scrambled eggs with a tomato and some avocado. But for some reason, I was craving a piece of toast. I really wanted a piece of toast. And this deli has the most amazing cakes and pies and cream puffs and eclairs, like every kind of decadent treat you could think of. So of course that was appealing to me because that always makes me feel better. I'm sure it makes you feel better too. Well, maybe not. There's some people who are not into sweets. I don't understand you. If you're not into sweets, I don't understand you, but I don't judge you. I just don't understand you. But anyway, so I'm looking at all these cakes and I'm like, that looks really, maybe I need a piece of cake to feel better. But you know what? I thought, no, I really just want a piece of toast. And I try to avoid bread most of the time. I'm not gluten intolerant, but it does cause a lot of intestinal distress and gas and heaviness, and I just notice the difference when I'm avoiding it. But today, I allowed myself a piece of toast with strawberry jam. And oh my goodness, I have to tell you, it was almost immediate that I felt better. And I don't know exactly what I needed, if maybe my blood sugar was low and I needed literally a little bit of sugar to raise it up between the bread and the jam. Maybe it got it back up to where I was feeling better emotionally and physically. Maybe it was just an emotional thing and I just needed that little bit of comfort. But whatever it was, that's what it did for me. It provided just a little bit of comfort. And I am telling you, I felt 1,000% better. 1,000 times better, whatever. If you're going to get technical on the percentages, whatever, just, you know what I'm saying. So I felt so much better, and I felt like myself again immediately. I was able to do that turnaround, felt better immediately. So sometimes you might need that little bit of comfort. Maybe you're going through something difficult and you need something like that to help you get through it, to make you feel better. You always want to make sure that you have the emotional support that you need when you're going through a difficult time or a difficult situation with family or friends or whoever your support system or your inner circle is. Make sure that you let them know, hey, I need a little bit of extra support right now. But if you need a little bit of extra goodness in the form of comfort food, as long as it's not all day, every day, just allow it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything in moderation is fine, and it will be okay. And if you allow yourself this treat when you really feel like you need it and it's going to serve you and make you feel a little bit better, then you're going to get back up to that place where you do feel better, and then you can get back on track as far as your eating. And this is something I'm very familiar with, because I found myself craving a lot of sugar in the past couple of years while I've been more and more devoted to caring for my mom. Like, my life has gone from this, like, here's caring for mom and here's the rest of my life, and now my life is kind of gone like this. So it's hard sometimes, and I acknowledge that there are many times when I feel like, oh, I want to eat that sugar because that'll make me happy and that'll make me feel good, and that's fun for me, because sometimes there's not a lot else going on except for caring for my mom, and because my world is a little bit limited, I've got to take my pleasure where I can get it. But I also have to be careful, because I don't want to blow up and gain a ton of weight and be unhealthy. So I'm very aware of when I allow myself treats and comfort food, and it helps. It helps, makes me feel better. So give yourself permission to comfort yourself in that way, in moderation, once in a while, not all the time. And you'll find that you're fine. You'll be fine. And just to enjoy it. You have to really enjoy it. If you're feeling guilty about it, you're just going to negate all the positive stuff. So just allow yourself to enjoy it and fully immerse yourself in that experience. And maybe the comfort is going to a certain place or being with a certain person. It doesn't always have to be about food, but we are focusing on comfort food. So I wish I had a cupcake to demonstrate for you right now, but I don't need that right now. I'm feeling good. Because if I had it, I would eat it. So anyway, I hope these videos bring you some comfort every week. I hope that they're comfort food for your soul and make you feel a little bit better and help you deal with whatever might be going on in your life. And if you have any wonderful experiences with comfort food and how you handle it and how you utilize it in your life, share it below. I would love to hear your experience, and I'm sure everybody else would too. And if you do enjoy these videos, if you do enjoy this emotional comfort food, I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Forward to your family and friends if you think they would enjoy it. And if you would like these videos delivered straight to your inbox every week, jump over to my mailbox, jump over to my website tannamarshall.com and join the mailing list, and these will be delivered straight to you every week. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. If you feel you need a little comfort, then do it. Comfort yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You have to enjoy it. Savor it. And know that when you feel better, you'll be back on track. It's only a temporary thing. You'll be back on track. You'll be feeling good. And with that, I want to wish you a great weekend. See you next time.